What's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing another quiz video. This is actually an original 6 quiz. It's supposed to be pretty tough. Not to mention, too, original 6 were founded a while ago, so if there's any questions that have to do with stuff, 50 plus years ago, I don't know how well I'm going to do. I know a lot more about kind of like the NHL today slash, early 90s till now, opposed to all the hockey history. I feel like unless you read a hockey history book, really tough to know some things, but we're going to give it our best shot here. If you guys don't know who the original 6 are, I guess we'll cover that really quickly. So you have Montreal, Toronto, Boston, Chicago, New York Rangers, and the Detroit Red Wings. Right here it says, quiz can test your knowledge on everything original 6. If you're ready to test your hockey knowledge of the past, let's get started. So like I said, we'll see how I do here. Number 1, which team hasn't won a cup since 1967? This is an easy one. It's been 50 plus years since the Maple Leafs have won a cup. Yeah, there we go. I think Bruins 2011, Rangers 94, and then Red Wings 2008. Number 2 here, what feat did Austin Matthews accomplish in his first NHL game? Scored 4 goals, had a hat trick in 1 period, scored the goals that tied the game, won it in overtime, and all of the above. So I don't think he had a hat trick in the first period, so we're just going to go score 4 goals, but I almost clicked it immediately, and then I kind of saw the all of the above and made sure to hesitate. Number 3 here, which original 6 franchise is the most valuable? Okay, so I think it's the Maple Leafs. I remember seeing a chart where they were worth like $1 billion, and I want to say the Canadiens had the second most value. Or maybe it's makes the most money. I know it could be New York because most New York teams are the most valuable. So I just read this little blurb here, hoping for some more info. Didn't get any, but it does say how the 5 most valuable teams in the NHL are all original 6 teams, and then Detroit is at 8, so they're not in the top 6. Philly and Vancouver are actually 6 and 7, but Detroit's still 8, so they're pretty high up there. I feel like the 2008 economic crisis definitely didn't help out Detroit's value. I think the city's population was cut in half, but anyways, for me it's Toronto or New York. And I know New York's in New York, but I feel like I saw a chart and Toronto was the most valuable. Toronto's fans, I don't know, I'm just gonna go Maple Leafs. And of course it's New York. I feel like that might be wrong. I thought Toronto was the most valuable NHL team by far, but maybe it has to do with arena and being in New York. I don't know. In which year did Bobby Orr score his iconic Stanley Cup winning goal? Okay, so doesn't really help us out here. 70, 71, 72, 73. To me, all 4 of those years are pretty much the exact same because I wasn't around. I don't know. Seeing as it's 71, I'm going to go with one of the middle ones. I'm going to go 72 here, just on a guess. 1970. That was a complete guess. Obviously had the iconic jump after scoring that goal. Number 5 here, which coach left Patrick Waugh in net for 9 goals? Okay, so I remember seeing footage of this. Obviously, it happened in 95, so I've been 1 year old. Scotty Bowman, I believe, was coaching for the Red Wings at that time. Jacques Martin, that's a French name, so it could be him. Pat Burns, maybe. And then Mario Tremblay, it's another French name. So, it's definitely one of the 2 French names. I'm just literally going to go like this. Alright, Mario Tremblay, please be right. There we go, okay. I knew it was one of the French guys, or I was pretty sure. If it was Pat Burns, that would have kind of sucked. Why do Red Wings fans throw octopi on the ice? The Red Wings have a player named the Octopus. I don't believe so. It was local restaurants' promotional attempt. I don't think so. I don't really know any crazy seafood restaurants in Detroit. The 8 arms signify the number of wins needed for the cup. This would have been older then, because you need 16 wins now. And then totally random. I'm leaning towards one of these 2. Totally random. I feel like if it was totally random, there's no way it would have caught on. So maybe 8 arms signify the number of wins. There we go. Alright, that was a lucky one. What coaching blunder led to Don Cherry being fired by the Bruins? Let's see here. So Boston used an illegal player. Cherry was giving a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. I feel like it could definitely be that. Boston was assessed a penalty for having too many men on the ice. Unless it was the entire team, a bench brawl, I don't think it's that. And then Cherry put the wrong line out for a penalty kill. So it had to do with a penalty. I feel like it'd have to be unsportsmanlike, he did something stupid. Actually, I know he got fired, I don't remember why. Boston was assessed a penalty for too many men. I don't know how you get fired for too many men. Definitely have to go look that up now. Seems like there's more to it than that. Or maybe they just, it was just kind of they wanted him gone and they just used that as an excuse probably. How many consecutive playoff series did the Canadiens win against the Bruins? Wow, so this was between 45 and 86. So obviously the Canadiens would have been sick then. Even if you know the Canadiens won a bunch, I don't know how you're supposed to just know this number randomly. This seems so tough. This is during the original 6. They play them quite a bit. I don't know, maybe did every team make the playoffs in the original 6? Probably not, right? Probably top 2, so 4 teams, 2 on each side. Let's go 16. 18, okay, wow. Who did the Canadians draft first overall in 1971? Jeez. I think Marcel Dion is a bit younger than that, so I think it'd be Guy Lafleur. It is Guy Lafleur. Okay, I should know this. He's on my hot team. Number 10 here. What did Maurice Richard do that led to a suspension and the Richard riots? Okay. A lewd gesture, purposefully cutting a player with his skate. I feel like I'd heard of that. That seems like that's attempted murder, right? Unless it's like on a leg or something. I'm thinking like neck. Assaulting a player and linesman, and then making death threats to another player. I mean, obviously, this is back in the day. They'll do whatever they want. Looks like in this picture, he's definitely involved with the linesman. If it led to riots, it probably wasn't something too bad. Making death threats to another player. I feel like it probably wasn't the skate cut. A lewd gesture. Let's see here. Led to a riot outside the arena that resulted in $100,000 in damages. So they were pissed. So it must have been something small. So maybe it was a lewd gesture. It wasn't really that bad. Assaulting a player and linesman. I should have went with the picture there. I knew it. Oh well. Number 11 here. Who broke hockey's color barrier? I think this was Willie O'Ree, right? That's why he just went into the Hall of Fame. It was Willie O'Ree. Okay, so we got that one. I'm still pissed. Picture there was a big hint, definitely, but I thought, I don't know. The fans, I guess the fans hate refs, so they would get behind him there. What was the score of the most lopsided game in NHL history? Okay, so this is between the Red Wings and the Rangers. Check this out. So this was on January 23rd, 1944. I think that's still during World War II. The Wings had 10 different players score at least one goal and outshot the Rangers 58-9. So we know it's at least 10 goals. 14-1. I mean, if you're beating them that bad, they probably don't even score, right? So I'm thinking it's one of the shutouts. 16-0? 15-0. Alright, I was right with one of the shutouts, but just guessed wrong. Like, these are tough. Like, for you to know, like, the exact numbers, I don't know. Which former Bruin is famous for beating a fan with his shoe? I know this one. Let's see. It's showing Mike Milbury in the pick. Is that a hint? Like, that one was up there was a hint? I'm just gonna go Mike Milbury. It is, okay, I didn't realize it was just that obvious of a hint there with the pick. I definitely gotta look at the picks now. I'm wondering if, like, I don't know, the rest of them really don't give hints. I guess only some of them do. Number 14 here, how many fans attended the 2014 NHL Classic? I gotta know this one. It's in the Big House, who holds over 100,000. So yeah, it's more than 100,000. That's obviously from Windsor, right next to Michigan. I've been to Michigan games. I gotta know that one. How many consecutive games did Doug Jarvis play? Honestly, don't know this guy. Let's see here if we get like some more information. Andrew Cogliano, who could surpass it early in the 2019-2020 season. How many consecutive games did Jarvis play? I don't think Cogliano's at 1,000 games yet. So I feel like it's on the lower end, 800. Cogliano was drafted in like 2007, 2008. So that's 10 years, 80 games a year. I feel like it's got to be 882. 964, okay, so my math's wrong, but pretty impressive. I guess maybe it includes playoff games too, I'm not sure. How many NHL records does Wayne Gretzky hold? A lot. 99, I doubt that. That seems like way too many and too, like, you know, perfect. 73, 61, I feel like, I don't know, like, what's a record? Like, they have those weird records, like, scoring the most goals on Mondays and stuff. I feel like even 45 is a lot of records to hold, so I'm just going to go with that. 61. Like, I don't know, that seems like such a weird fact to know. I feel like I'm hoping for, like, a 50% on this quiz. Like, a 50 plus is a pass, at least in Canada, so we just want to pass this quiz. What goaltending quirk made Bill Durnan unique? Use a player stick rather than a goalie stick? Maybe. Played from his knees at all times? I feel like, no way. 2 catching gloves. I don't know how he's holding the stick. And he stayed on the goal line. I feel like the playing from the knees and 2 catching gloves is a bit too crazy. Player stick back in the day. I feel like a goalie stick was basically the same as a player stick. Stay on the goal line so he didn't come out. I think it's one of these two. Looks like he had decent stats. 2.36 goals against. 112 and 62 record. I mean, maybe he did play on his knees, because they probably can't roof the puck too much back in the day. Stay on his knees, though. His thighs are getting destroyed, because they didn't have the thigh protectors back then. So, I'm going to stay, just use the player stick. 2 catching gloves. Man, the original 6. What year? Does it say, like, when this... It doesn't say, like, what year it was, but that would have been a sight. 2 different catching gloves. That's hilarious. Okay, number 18. Who's the only coach to lead both Montreal and Toronto to Cup wins? Let's see. Toe Blake, Dick Irvin, Newsy, Lalonde, and Hapdick. Scotty Bowman's most winningest coach of all time, I know that. And you guys didn't know, Quenneville's actually the second winningest, so it makes it even crazier that Chicago fired him. Really hoping Detroit hires him. He's actually from Windsor, so that'd be kind of awesome. I honestly don't know the answer to this, though. This is another one. Like, this is a tough quiz. Hap Day? That might sound kind of familiar. Dick Irvin. I almost picked it just because of Dick, but oh well. Which team won a lone cup during the original 6 era? Just one Stanley Cup, eh? I feel like Chicago. They've had Bobby Hull then. Boston. Maybe the Rangers? I don't know if the Rangers had that many good players. It was Chicago. Okay, never mind. How many goals and assists did Daryl Sittler get during his 10-point game? I think he had a double hat trick, so that'd be 6 goals, 4 assists. Alright, I knew that one. This is not looking good, though. Like, I just want to pass. I might fail this thing. Who guaranteed a 1994 playoff victory, then carried his team to win? I think that's Mark Messier. Doesn't show him here in the pick, but that's like, yeah, that's a pretty popular thing. It's recent. I know the recent stuff. Which goalie ushered in the goalie mask era? Ooh, opposed to like a cage. So Terry Sawchuk, I don't even think wore a mask. Bauer, I think wore like the Jason mask, which that might count as a goalie mask opposed to no mask. Glenn Hall, Jacques Plante. Jeez, it's showing a Boston goalie though. So maybe that's a hint, or it's trying to throw me off because Bauer's Toronto, Plante's Montreal, Sawchuk is Detroit. I don't know about Hall. Alright, we're just going to go with the pick here and hope. And it was Jacques Plante. I might have gone Johnny Bauer, honestly. I don't think I was going to go Sawchuk or Plante. 23 here. Which player won the league MVP for the last place Blackhawks in 1954? So this is kind of like what McDavid should have got last year, winning MVP even though his team was last place. Pete Conacher, Al Rollins, Larry Wilson. I don't really recognize any of these names. 50s, yeah, it's like it's a period of time in the NHL I'm not too familiar with. I don't know why I'm feeling Pete Conacher. Al Rollins, okay. Which famous goalie jumped ship to the WHA in 1972? Oh, so there's a big hint here in the description. It says, one of the most notable signings took place in 72 when a Hall of Fame goalie jumped ship from the Maple Leafs. So I know for sure Bauer played for the Leafs. I don't believe Sawchuk ever did. Don't believe Plante did. I think he was a Canadian. Parent was a Islander, I think. So I'm going to go Bauer. And it was Parent. Wow. It's like they almost fooled me there. Okay, so 25. I think this is the last question. We're at 42%. So even if we get this right, I think we still fail, which kind of sucks. How long did it take for Bill Masenko to score a hat trick in record time? Let's see. I mean, a hat trick, I don't know what the record is. 21 seconds feels almost impossible. 35:44, minute 9 is still pretty insane. It's like so many of these, even if you knew he holds the record for like fastest hat trick, knowing actually how many seconds is so tough. A minute 9 is pretty crazy. I feel like that could have been beat though. I think 44:35. I'm gonna go 44. Wow, that is a fast. I mean, so he scores, and then he's got basically like 10 seconds to score the second, and then another 10 seconds to score the third as it kind of starts counting after that first goal. That's incredible though. Wow. So let's see. I got 40%. I failed. I'm wondering like how good the average person did. The average score is 58%. I don't know. I feel like people are cheating, or I don't know. Maybe people. Yeah, I feel like there's no way. Like I feel like my hockey knowledge is decent, but that is insane. I know a lot of people like to take this quiz before me and then like watch the video and compare their scores. So definitely curious to hear how you guys did in the comments section. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.